punishment, which is getting a whipping. If white people did that, you'd be like, it is so interesting that white people whip their children just like they whipped us as slaves. You would do the same. You're just gonna find something to make up to sit here and just say whatever you want to say, bro. This is cringe, bro. This is that fake woke shit. This shit is mad. You be bored, bro. You in your one-bedroom apartment, just bored as hell. You're just bored.
Why do we have to kill the birds? Why is everything so violent? It's almost like one's language and phrases reflects one's nature.
So that new Jeffrey Dahmer movie on Netflix is the perfect example of the sensationalization of white violence. People have a much easier time sympathizing with white criminals than they do with black victims. People think these shows are harmless, but they actually contribute to a much bigger issue. It contributes to the viewpoint that
What's crazy to me, at no point do that, because shit like this really bothers me, because at no point do they just reflect and be like, hold yourself accountable. But the majority of people that listen to that true crime shit is women. But you would never hold the women that find that shit entertaining accountable, because that's who you are. Like, you're not gonna hold yourself or any group that you're part of responsible, so you're not white, nor are you a man, so fuck it, let's just blame them.
I'm gonna say, but it's the oppressive Olympics. That's literally what it is.
The reason why people sympathize with him was because he looked good. I swear.
That's really the only reason.
They thought he looked good.
But everybody, that's the thing. I think people like, especially what I see from minorities and women, is that they don't acknowledge certain levels of privileges that even they may benefit from as well.
You live in America and you sit there and pretend like you have no privilege? Are you fucking dumb?
Or you don't benefit in any shape, form, or fashion, so now you just play the oppressed Olympics, and whoever's at the bottom just is to say the most egregious thing imaginable. That's literally it. White men are at the top, so God forbid they ever say anything. Right underneath them is white women. They're women now, so they can just say what they want to say. Then after that is black men, black women. Then everybody else either crippled, some form of crippled, disabled, LGBTQ, whatever it's called, and then like whatever. It's just like it's just layers to it. And the lower you go, the more you get to say. So God forbid, bro, you're a lesbian, black cripple who's blind. You can say whatever you want to say, dog. You can say whatever you want to say, and that's literally what she's like. And I'm pretty, man, this is cringe. I ain't gonna hold you. This is mad cringe.
With Caucasian people and like their inability to like read a fucking room. Like y'all act like you don't understand shit because y'all be the first ones during a conversation about the Holocaust to get so mad when black people be like, you do realize that the original Jewish people were black, right? White people do not need to explain to anybody about us all bleeding red because baby, you all are the people that need to learn that lesson. Clearly, history shows that you all are the people that like to pillage and eradicate, enslave and oppress, attempt to suppress greatness because you all simply don't have it.
Right? Here go y'all goblins who don't even live in the fucking city.
Goblins?
The Q-tip people are the last ones to ever talk about somebody stealing anything. Y'all wouldn't be in this country had it not been for y'all stealing it. But y'all are more focused on people looting and trying to get necessities and things that they need. And yes, a TV is a fucking necessity. Thank you. You feel like you're better than because people are out here stealing and you would never. First of all, if you are a male monster, that is how your ancestors got everything from stealing.
Oh man, that shit is cringe, man. That shit is cringe, bro. That is cringe. You're cringe. Also, holding people accountable for what their ancestors did hundreds and thousands of years ago is crazy. That's absurd.
Also, you don't know history. All people pillaged.
All people. All of them.
Empires, dynasties, they all wanted more.
I'm gonna say this. That's the one thing that American politics are amazing at. Y'all keep falling for the same okie doke. This is not a race conversation. Majority of the time when you are being discriminated against, it has a lot to do with your economic standings. There's way more to do with class. Even when it comes to other parts of the world, they're colonizing and stealing land, etc., etc. A lot of that has to just do with them being of a higher class, a higher elf, or they believing that they are. And they had the ability to steal it. It happened even within the own continent of their own people, bro. So it doesn't really, race doesn't matter as much as you think it does.
It's not even, bro. Everybody wants more. It has to be in human nature to want more. Always. At the cost of everything. It's insane. You know that America is trying to claim the Arctic, like the North Pole.
Oh no, you know that.
And Canada's like, no, it's not. Why do you think you can do that? But the reason why is because as the Earth warms and the capsules in the North Pole start to melt more, that's going to be a passageway that's going to be incredibly lucrative. More. I want more. It's like Russia's doing it right now. They want more. They want more in Ukraine. More. They're going to annex Crimea. More. They want more. Everybody wants more. It's in human nature. It's always been. Go back in history and see who used to rule and what happened to those dynasties, how they fell apart, but how they came to be, who they conquered and who they took over, how many people died during the process. There's no defense for what happened in the transatlantic.
No, but nobody.
It's just the most recent example.
But acting as if like white people were the only people who were
the most
doing
recent
it.
example.
It's just the most recent one. At
And
least to that extent. It's just the most recent one. A lot of times when you go through our history, which I clearly see you have no idea about, but they were doing it within their own continent that they lived in. Like it was amongst their own people. They just went off. They had the same shade of melanin, same race of people, and they were just conquering other aspects who were either poorer than them or had some form of religious beliefs that they didn't abide by. That's all it was. There were several reasons why.
But like, let's get meta. Who owns what? Really?
Nothing.
If you go back far enough, what was the first country? And who took them over? Didn't they steal? Every piece of land that's owned by anyone was stolen by somebody because what is ownership? How did I get this piece of land?
But to them though, it starts and ends at America.
Yeah.
From Africa to America.
Slavery
And that's
exists
it.
in all parts of the world still today. It existed thousands of years ago as well.
But see now, that's fake woke shit I'm talking about right there. You don't even really know what's going on. You have this very minute contextualization of how things operated throughout the world's existence, and you just believe that you're so fucking important. Because really, that's the other problem, is that these people think that they are so important that their problems, their existence, is a great way to really to build an imagery of like what it really means to be a colonizer, what it means to be owning somebody. Like, come on, bro, stop, bro. The other example had like a very unique example of a very unique conversation of Jewish people and when you the real Jews and you can't read a room. Like, that's such a unique conversation that you probably participated in. To believe that is an excellent example of white people not being able to read a room is absurd.
Anyway, like, back to the point though. I feel like the reason this is happening is because of the university.
So you think that's where it starts?
I think that's where it's spawn. Like, that's the spawn point of these ideas.
think
And
it's
it's
the
fine.
internet, bro.
It's fine to have ideas, but in university they don't teach you there's other types of ideas. They just teach you this is the one idea. And if you don't know to search to see other viewpoints, you're gonna think that what you're being taught is not just theory. You're gonna think it's factual.
Yeah.
And so these people believe what they're saying is fact, not a way of thought, and that's scary because it's philosophy. Like, it's theory, it's philosophy. If you think that's factual, then show me the data. There has to be even the most like concrete pieces of information that we know today is really just theory.
Yeah.
But there's just so much data to support it, it becomes fact.
Yeah, you seen that Vice thing where Pearly Things was arguing with a bunch of other feminists and stuff like that?
I saw a little bit of that. I saw some clips.
If you go watch that, literally in an entire the feminists they couldn't argue against Pearly Things. Like, they would just make these arguments and be like, oh yeah, what is your Pearly Things believe that there is this that not white women in general don't have any type of like barriers to entry to many things. So then she would ask, where are the barriers? Where are the barriers? There's a lady in a wheelchair. She's like, well, I'm handicapped and da-da-da. She was like, yeah, we get that you're handicapped, but in terms of a woman, what are the barriers? And a black woman was like, well, because I'm black. And she's like, okay, I get that. But nobody can even answer the question. It's because, like you said, no one is challenging them. They just believe one ideology. So they never even get these conversations or arguments. Yeah, in theory. But y'all never get any real dialogue or conversations with the opposing idea. And some people believe, like, I don't want to hear it. I just shut it out. And what happens is that not only do you not have any way to actually defend your ideology, but then you're removing yourself from a lot of information that can aid you in the possibility of just growing and learning as an individual. It's not to change who you are, but you should understand the perception of other people as well. But y'all just get into these bubbles, and I agree, maybe 5-10 years ago it was universities, but now I think the internet is like, I can just go on TikTok and just immediately just like that, put myself in a bubble and just hear echo chamber of the same thing I want to hear over and over and over again. And luckily I'm not in this echo chamber, because these niggas is crazy.
Stop separating us from the bad white people.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, from a black person, y'all, what we call this in the black community are coons. That's what we call this. Yo, you being a white woman talking about you're not one of the good white people is crazy. Yo, we call that in the black community a coon, dog. I can only imagine what they look at you as. Because that's crazy.
Don't sit out there in comments and say, we don't claim them. We are that. We are the ones shooting up schools. We are the ones killing people, the ones enslaving people.
And I'll say it. I hate being white.
Oh,
Which means I'm one of the good ones.
White people are inherently racist.
Yeah.
And you be racist against white people.
Based off the definition of racism, yes, but it's not gonna hurt them and hurt their opportunities like it does people of color.
Well, technically you can. It's not like an issue.
You can't oppress the oppressor.
Why do people not understand that you can't be racist to white people? It's impossible. The system is not set up that way. You can insult white people, but it is not racism. Me calling a white person a tub of mayonnaise and like flower looking ass, that's not racism.
You went all the way to Africa to physically take black people.
fuck! Man, shut the fuck up! Man, I can't. You got I can't.
Where do you think they all study at?
I can't.
Marcel, the fucking university. I'm telling you where this shit's on, bro.
It's like me blaming you for something that your ancestors did 500 thousands of years ago. Are you fucking stupid?
You know what I be telling right now?
That's so fucking
I be
stupid,
telling if I was
bro.
white and broke and being blamed for all of
Fact. All the white broke people, matter of fact, I ain't broke. All the average whites and broke white people are looking at y'all like, nigga, I'm in the same boat with y'all, dog. I'm here right with y'all. I'm not receiving no benefits at all, dog. When I go to work, I'm getting fucked over just like y'all are getting fucked over,
Bro,
bro.
there's all different types of privilege, but can we stop pretending like this shit all starts and stops with race? That's just one of the many different types of privilege that you can attain in this country. There's many other kinds, and I can tell you that I guarantee, no matter what the fuck your race is, money is a much better privilege. Now, can you have better access to money if you're white? You have more opportunities, sure. But I'm telling you, rich people have way more privilege. It's insane the privilege they have.
Insane. And what's
It's
and
fucking
bro,
insane.
the idiot who sat there and talked about how white people are the one who's shooting up schools and raping people. Again, just flip the race. That's the equivalent of saying, yeah, black people are the people who are doing all the robbing and stealing, and the black people are on government assistance. Like, that just sounds so stupid. It sounds wrong, dumb. If you swap the race, you swap the crime, you would sound like a racist. You would sound like one.
Just change the definition now.
And I know that's
like,
really what they were
I
talking
talk to
about.
people, they'll say, I'm prejudiced, or I might be bigoted, but who cares?
But what's up? But that doesn't make any sense. If the whole racist theory of like you have to have power, the average white man doesn't have power like that.
But they don't know. They don't think that either.
But if you believe that, you're fucking stupid. You are dumb. You're so dumb if you think the average white man or woman out there has more power than you. They don't. They wake up, they go to work, they do the same thing that you do. There may be other things that they might not have to deal with, but in terms of like systematic power, they don't. They don't have it. And I'm sorry to all the black people out there, I refuse to believe that I don't have no power. Maybe that's something that you've been sold to, but no, bro, I have power. You can believe that, but I have power, bro. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I think they just have more opportunities. That's what people.
If you want to say opportunity is fair, but to sit here and say that the more opportunities translating to power to the degree of systematic power, to where an average white person can come up and say something racist to you and that's a problem, but you say something equally as racist to them, that it's not a problem? No, bro. Y'all in the same boat, nigga.
Love all people, man.
Yeah, just love all people, bro. Be more acceptance, challenge your ideology, open up your mind state, and open the group of people that you talk to. You don't have to be friends with them, but interact with them. That's it, bro. Just open it up. That's all you have to do, bro. But this is disgusting. It's nasty. It's becoming ironic how quickly you all have become so close-minded that y'all are willing to say some of the most idiotic, bigotry, and racist things on the internet and do it freely. Also, platforms who don't get rid of these people, y'all are also inconsistent as well. Yo, man, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. I think it was in my bag in this one.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? TikTok dance?
No, I was
Oh, okay.
I'm beating up the rosters.
Gotcha. Hey, man, if y'all enjoy, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, click these 2 videos right here. We'll catch you in a minute.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego, flair, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is, suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens, so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially, you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to improve your yield function. To say I am disappointed in how this was handled internally is an understatement. There's a full internal investigation going on along with an audit, and we are going to pursue full legal action for whomever needs to be held accountable. If any money is recovered in the process, it'll go right to the community. My sole obligation is to my supporters, and I know this video is long overdue. Here it is. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. For how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me. I appreciate your guys' patience while we do our internal investigation, and I promise to be transparent and disclose any information we find out in the process. And lastly, thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation, and I mean that. Thank you, bro.
There it is, man. There it is.
That's a good ass apology,
That's
man.
a good ass apology, man.
Nigga said
The dick sucking at the end was like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that turn.
I think he just did that so that nigga lay off.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I think people thought I was going easy on Logan Paul, but I'm a gamer, bro. I've been gaming since I was 4. I know what it's like to buy a game, because this is technically supposed to be a game, and not the thing that you bought was not what they promised.
That wasn't.
I know that feeling a lot. But nowadays, Marcel, the last 4 or 5 years, because you haven't been playing video games, it is so commonplace for people to release alphas or unfinished products with the promise of it improving. And there's the odd game like Rainbow Six Siege where it came out in shambles, but then Ubisoft saved it and now it's a fantastic shooter. There's so many games where that never becomes the case. And so the case I made in the original video was this is not a scam yet. Because if he's lying about the roadmap for this game, then it will be a scam because you promised all these things and or the things which you did not deliver. But I think people have thought it was a scam because people lost money. No. You spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a game, it's just dumb in general. So like you can't point the finger at somebody else for your dumb decision. Like that's like if I spent 50,000 in microtransactions on NBA 2K My Team or on FIFA Ultimate Team. I can't blame FIFA for giving me bad pack odds.
But the problem wasn't that, it was that he purchased eggs in the beginning, and in the conversation in which he purchased eggs, it was with the understanding that will yield a really high return on this purchase before we actually release it. That was what's called, which is why I'm happy he said the first step was not getting any result on that at all, not getting any money back on that, no kickback, because this is what he really wants to do. That was the initial problem.
How is it different than a pack opening in any other game?
It's like that's the equivalent of Ronnie 2K having a bunch of cards before they even come out, and as soon as they hit the marketplace, then putting it on the auction block, knowing that nobody doesn't have that.
Sell.
I know that, but I'm saying that was from the conversation that was being had, though, that seemed to be the intention that they were going to do. That they were going to be able to buy before it actually released. And then when it got on,
yeah, this is true. I think
that's what they said. No, disagree, man. That's what they said.
The indictment here is that Logan fronted like this was game first. There's developers that front like they give a fuck about the game, but the entire
that's also
time,
part of it as well.
Every decision they made was to make money. I hate developers like that. There's the odd developers like Naughty Dog or it's so uncommon for a developer to put the game first. It is so uncommon for a movie studio to put the movie first. Almost always people are acting in the
saying,
best intentions.
I don't care about that because I'm not dumb. Like I know he's still running a business at the end of the day, so he wants to make money. The problem is, I know. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. The problem though is that the way in which he made money was putting in at such a crazy advantage that it would come across easily as a scam, especially when you're dealing with a quote-unquote game that has a marketplace that fluctuates rapidly if somebody just pulls out a bunch at one time, like the other two quote-unquote business partners did. That's the reason why I came across. Yeah. So in terms of that part, I think the other two scam. We
definitely scam.
Without a doubt, they scam. But like we said in the other video, I don't think that Logan Paul would have positioned his entire credibility off of like $4 or $5 million. He just actively just put $1 million into it, just like that. Just like that, he just put $1 million in, and then he just sat there and said anything that comes back from the legal suit that we will receive, we're gonna put it back in here as well. I do not believe he jeopardized everything for that. The problem is, you saw on Twitter where somebody was like, created Logan's game, man, under 48 hours, man. Yeah, man. And they were getting hacked and all that stuff, man. The problem is that, like, the thing in which Logan Paul, his game is supposed to do and what it's the functionality of it, it seems as if, like, from the beginning, because remember back in the day, this is the same game where they had stock images and they, like, the trunk nose on there, some Photoshop. Everything from the beginning to the end felt as if like it was shortcutted, it was very low effort, but he presented it as if like this is extremely high. Now, to a degree, probably in some instances it probably was. It's a new technology you're dealing with. You may not understand the ins and outs of it, but for you to kind of just leave it open-ended to the point where you potentially got taken advantage of and scammed, and then your first response was, Zilla, you dickhead, bro. You fucking idiot. Why you keep pointing the finger at me? These niggas is like, bro, at some point you had to acknowledge the people. Because I really don't even care about him acknowledging CoffeeZilla. I don't care about him acknowledging reaction channels or commentary channels like us. It's the people who put the money in. Like that's what he needed to really address. Those people were losing money. At the end of the day, how you feel about it, were losing money, and there was no clear indication on if the game was going to be out or not. And before the game even came out, niggas then ran it up and pulled it out, just like that. So that to me was the biggest problem. The game, you want to make money, I don't care. That's just how people work. It's a business. They want to make money, bro.
I like the idea of holding people responsible for promising things and not delivering. That doesn't mean ruining them. That just means like if we're gonna trust you to follow through on your promise, just do your best to follow through on your promise.
And give me an update.
Yeah, like for example, this fucking iPhone here, these niggas sell this shit like some new shit dropped, but it's the same one and it's more expensive every single year. It's the same shit. It's the same, but niggas don't care when Apple does it. They just got that. I mean, if you didn't get like the last 5 iPhones, it'll feel like an improvement.
Oh yeah,
because it's already an improvement from the last iteration. That's not the iPhone 13. There's no point.
No, I had like a 2-3-year-old.
Yeah, anyway, the concept of overselling something is common with music, with like a boxing fight that's happening today, with the game you want or the product you want to drop.
Of course.
But like you set an expectation that depending on how high you set it can borderline become a scam if you can't deliver.
Absolutely.
So I think that's what happened here is he sold this idea of a game, and not only did it take way longer than expected, but the game wasn't even all that. Like whatever you thought he was pitching to you wasn't what you got, and so the reason why I said it's not a scam yet is because if he can't deliver on the promise he made, then it's pushing on scam when niggas to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars.
To me, that's where it is. Because I agree with you with the whole they're not delivering on the game. Maybe I'm just used to it. Maybe it's just I've just played so many games. I've been a part of so many different industries where somebody's selling me, and I get it, and it's like, bro, you was gassing. You gassing it, you cap. Let's calm down next time. Don't get my hopes up as much, right? So yeah, and to an extent that was a part of it, and even when he released it, the game wasn't complete. To me, the only real problem that I had with Logan, the whole text conversation and really him never addressing it, because if you bought it before it came out in the marketplace, it's going to yield a ridiculous amount of return. And in this conversation that they were having, they made it very clear that this would be a great way for them to make money. Do not then come to me telling me about not only the game, how great the game is, but then also you pulling that much out that is going to then crash the market, and I'm going to lose money in the process because I'm investing in a lot of this. But the people who are playing, if the game isn't how made out is to be, or even if it keeps getting pushed back over and over and over again, I just get used to that. I'm just keeping it a being with you, bro. I just get used to that type of shit.
Holding Logan responsible is necessary. CoffeeZilla did a good job, and Logan actually nailed an apology. That's one of the few apology videos where I watched it, and I was like, wow. Like, he bought it. That's really all you can do. You can say he did it to save his reputation, likely, but that's still a good apology. But what's happening a lot nowadays when there's a controversy, instead of holding the people that were the most flagrant responsible, you just hold the people that are gonna run headlines responsible. And right now, the person that's gonna bring the headlines is Logan Paul. But the people who did the most vicious activity, from what it seems so far, I'm excited to see what this investigation brings, is that advisor who sold and that lead fucking developer. Those niggas look like they're in the most of the wrong. But they're claiming that Logan is the one who fucked them over. So Logan doing an internal investigation is probably not going to lead to conclusions that make him look bad. But I would like to see what the fuck really happened. How the fuck did this whole thing unfold to the point where like niggas is losing money left and right? People are backdooring the next person, like some shady shit. But the text messages exchanges, if you watch that series, it doesn't just stop at like Logan fucked up or the lead developer fucked up. It looks like they all kind of fucked up. Yeah. And I want to know what happened, how it happened. So let's not pretend just because Logan sat there and apologized, everything is made right. That lead developer still ran off with $6 million or whatever the fuck it was, right? That advisor still sold when they weren't really supposed to. Like shady shit still happened outside of Logan Paul. If we just pretend that this whole situation is solved because Logan put 1.3 million ETH on it, that's just dumb. So I just think we should hold everybody responsible for it. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Logan Paul threatening a lawsuit and then withdrawing it and shit like that.
Bro, he was just chatting, dog. Yeah, like, Logan, you were chatting, dog. You were definitely chatting. Because I was like, nigga, you're yelling for what reason? What are you loud for, bro? What are you loud for?
I surprisingly believe Logan didn't come in trying to scam. I think he just tried to do some cool shit that was going to make him a lot of money, and then everything went to shit, and he was the one holding the bag. Facts. I was watching a video yesterday about like a whole bunch of billionaires that sold businesses, and they were talking about how like you think you have friends, but then when there's a fuck ton of money on the line, whoever you thought was your friends may not really be your friends, but some demons really come out. I wouldn't do that.
Exactly.
I don't know.
We were doing business
and they were like, we're gonna buy the playback channel for $500 million.
No, they told you you gotta drop. No, we're gonna give playback 500 M, but you gotta drop low.
Have to drop low?
You gotta drop low and get somebody else.
Who'd I get?
I don't know. Just
can I get John?
John. All right. John looking at this stream right now, like nigga, yeah, you are. No, yeah, John.
I wouldn't do it because it won't be playback anymore. Just be another channel.
Well, then you said we rebranded then.
No, but they'll defeat the purpose of playback and make a new channel.
Yeah, no, yeah. They said no, non-compete.
At that point, it has to be non-compete.
Yeah, non-compete. You can't do playback no more.
I'll probably just take the deal, split you half. We're both wealthy now.
Ain't that crazy playback? Them demons came out, dog. Them demons, dog.
For 250 M's, you went and stop playback?
I'm gonna join with them demons, bro. Yo, man, but let us know your comments in the comment section below, bro. I think a lot of people went crazy on Logan. This is the response you should have gave him in the first place.
I agree. If you led with this, I think niggas would have been like, yo, like.
Yeah, if you led with this, gave some light explanation and said we're still dealing on the legality of it all and kept it pushing, then, bro, it would have been fine. But coming out in the way that he did is terrible. But yo, let us know your comments in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell. And until next time, we'll see you all later. Peace.
Purple Impact, starring Experience Credit Card Marketplace.
Free credit cards.
You too can get a choice of cards matched to you. Matched to you.
Cashback, travel rewards, balance transfer, tons of options.
Tons of options. Credit card choices at Experian.com/cards.
I see a lot of videos for women on YouTube on how to get a so-called hourglass body. Wider hips and bigger breasts, essentially. They will tell you to work out, do plastic surgery, go on unnatural diets, and so on. All of this is bullshit. There's one solution to all of your problems: pregnancy. The reason you look the way you look is because you did not get pregnant right after you started menstruating. Your menstruation is literally your body, nature, God if you are religious, telling you to have children now. Woman on earth that did not get pregnant when she was supposed to now looks different than she should, which means that most women in Europe and North America don't look the way they are supposed to. The looks are one thing, but there's a much bigger problem that most women have no clue about. Your body stops growing at around the age of 18. Growth is not only your height, your body goes through a lot of changes. And one of...
Yo, what the fuck is happening? This is giving us a health lesson in the middle of a random forest in Europe?
No, you know when women start menstruating? You know what around? Give me a ballpark. You know what it is?
I think the earliest, when I was a kid, a girl told me in 6th grade.
So he thinks that women should get pregnant at 12.
Yeah. That was she was early though. But like, yeah.
15.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Does it really matter, dog?
No, it doesn't.
It don't matter, dog. You're a sick nigga. You're a sick nigga. And saying that it's natural just to be like, hey, that's when they really supposed to be getting it in, dog. And that's their problem, is they're not pregnant early.
Yeah, they can't get into form because they're not pregnant.
Yeah, not pregnant, man. Their body's all messed up, man, because it should already been pregnant already. That's the problem. That's the real problem. They'll get that nice figure they want to, as long as they get knocked up when they're teenagers. There it is, man.
Them is that it tightens and stays that way for life. You've probably been told all of your life that childbirth is very painful, right? It actually isn't, but it is for most women in the West, and that's because they give birth almost 15 years too late. You have to understand that from nature's
I can't take this.
This nigga's crazy. No, you're crazy.
Really?
Yo, telling a woman that it doesn't hurt, it's just that you just getting pregnant way too late is crazy. Oh, yo, telling a woman that, yo, after 18, your body's just getting tightened up, and after that, having babies is just really difficult at that point. This nigga's weird. You're sick, dog. You're sick.
perspective, you are seen as a loser, and that's why you will be punished with pain. This is why you have to give birth when you are young and flexible. Your hips will widen very easily when giving birth, and you won't have to go through those painful contractions that women who give birth at an unnatural age go through. You won't have stretch marks.
He's trolling, bro. This is the way he's Hey, this nigga's trolling, bro. I'm not falling for his trap, man.
No way you just call women who get pregnant post-18 losers. And they get punished for pain. Bro, oh my God. Oh, a man saying this in a random forest is crazy.
With the leather jacket and leather gloves. I love that for him.
Will widen very easily when giving birth, and you won't have to go through those painful contractions that women who give birth at an unnatural age go through. You won't have stretch marks, your breasts will be much bigger, because you will be pregnant while you are going through puberty, which is how it's supposed to be.
Oh! Yo, playback. This is a sick nigga, dog. This is a sick nigga. This nigga is trying to sit here and tell us that when you're 15 is when your breast is gonna be big. This nigga is sick, dog. This is a sick nigga. Bro, no. No, you can't fool me, boy. No. Police, lock that nigga up, bro. Lock him up, boy.
I think he feel the need to make this
video. I don't know,
when
bro.
did this nigga become an expert on the female body?
I was about to say, the advice that he's handling out, worst I've ever heard. It's the worst advice I have ever heard.
Also, even if a baby was how you get your body right, why would everybody want that at 15, bro?
Oh my God.
This nigga's trying to ruin Earth.
Hey, but then if you don't have it at like 15, 16, you're a loser. And nature's gonna punish you with pain.
If it was unnatural, then your body would stop menstruating.
Facts, yeah.
He thinks he knows everything.
But he's saying after 18, things get tightened up after that. And that's why it just hurts.
And I know he didn't get this through science, so like, how the fuck would you know?
Oh, it's nature, man. It's natural. It's how this thing, the body works.
This nigga, he's the nature expert?
See, look at him. He's in nature right now. Niggas in the
oh, it's making sense.
Niggas in the deepest of forest I've ever seen. Oh my God, bro. This nigga's sick, bro.
It will give you an extra boost, so to speak. This is how you actually naturally get an attractive body as a woman. The media teaches women to be promiscuous. The schools teach them to use protection. In the day, we did not document our birth dates as we do now. Most people didn't know how old they are because naturally it's irrelevant. On the day a girl got her first period, is usually when she lost her virginity and got impregnated. Nobody cared about her exact age because it didn't matter up until today. I'll give you some examples. In Spain, 20 years ago, the age of consent was 12. Nowadays we have mind control programs such as To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen.
Oh my god! No, nigga, that's not mind control. That's legality, nigga.
Yo, that's hey, that's probably one of the most wild sentences nigga I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god, he's saying that they're tricking you to believe that they're predators when they're really not, bro. He got you in a mind control, nigga.
So he's telling on himself.
Hansen. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Men get caught for wanting to sleep with 15-year-old girls. Yet in Europe, the age of consent is 14 to 15 in most countries.
This nigga always. Yo, why are you telling on yourself, nigga? You're telling on yourself. Nigga said caught. No, nigga, they got caught. They got caught. It's the law, bro. It's illegal. No way a nigga to say. No, bro. No.
He believes what he's saying, too.
That's the worst part. He genuinely believes what he's saying.
This nigga's hilarious.
This nigga is a criminal. That's what this nigga is.
And that's simply because even the governments here understand that no matter how old you are as a guy, you would have to be severely mentally ill not to find a 15-year-old girl attractive.
No, wait back.
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're not gonna do no more.
We're done. We're done, nigga. No. We're done. We're done. Hey, don't play back. We're done.
Severely mentally ill here, champ.
No. This nigga thought it was an Uno reverse card, nigga. That's you, nigga. No, you're telling on yourself, bro. You're telling on yourself. He's just trying to make the rest of the world know, like, it's okay, bro. What I'm doing and what we all doing in this deep forest, we're fine, bro. We're one with nature. Which means that at 15, you'll be completely out of your mind not to think they're attractive, man. He's saying it, bro. I'm telling you, he's saying that a man should find a 15-year-old attractive, bro. You're weird. You're weird. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, when he said bigger breasts, he's talking about teenagers, bro. He's talking about 15-year-olds having bigger breasts and finding them attractive. No, nigga. You're the weirdest nigga of the year, bro. Yeah, we started off this year strong, nigga. 2023, this is number one weirdo right here, bro.
Top rank.
It's gonna be tough to beat him out. No, nigga.
That is the crazy. You be severely mentally ill and not fine. It's crazy.
This nigga's weird, bro.
I don't know how to end this.
I don't know how to either, bro. Let us know in the comment section below how weird this nigga is, bro. Because this is the weirdest one I've ever seen, bro. And until next time, we'll see you all later. AR. really start my shit.
About to go and when I put this for cash me and I'm just gonna like the video, so better with you guys with me and just for nails, that's what we're just got money for. So yeah, I will see you guys when we get there.
I'm like, oh, sometimes I just like, how do I continue to get surprised? Like, I've been doing this shit for a minute. I'm surprised. Come on. There's so much wrong with this. The fact that you're recording him at an ATM, the fact that he said yes, just cover my face, the fact that he's covering it with a Best Buy outfit.
Oh, man. Hey, man, this is kink, man. This is his kink.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh, I thought some niggas just like having like no game whatsoever. And
that's what you think
and
it
they want to
is?
fuck with women that they think is out of their league, so they pay for it. That's what I thought. But it could be that too.
And you're gonna get on your knees and you're gonna hand me the money, okay?
I'm sorry. I can't. Yes, mommy. Yes. Yes. Anything else? Jesus. I'm afraid to click play now. It's
Bro, if you're a... Yeah, it's a kink. That's a kink. This is the extreme, man.
Good.
I'm about to say you're trying to make a pen?
Oh, what the fuck is that?
This is so weird.
And when will you have more for me? Is that payday? Good.
Bro, it has to be a kink, bro. Because why not just go fuck a prostitute? This has to be a kink. This has to be a kink.
Why not just find a richer sugar daddy? This nigga's pulling out 160.
160 is crazy. 160 is crazy.
That means he cannot afford to.
That's what I'm saying. He works at Best. That's why I'm really looking at him like, bro, you work at Best Buy, bro. They don't even. Maybe you're an upper manager. Or something.
The only way to make money at Best Buy is if you upsell your employee discounts. I don't know how I know this, bro, but if you have an employee discount and you charge your friends a little bit extra and everyone buys shit through you, that is the only way to get like hella bread off Best Buy. I wouldn't know personally. But
Yeah, of course.
I'm just presuming.
Yo, but yeah, it doesn't like in these type of environments and like bro, it sounds like you should not be doing these type of things, especially not in like some weekly or every other week type of situation. This is crazy, bro. But it's a kink.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit?
The wrinkles.
Okay, now you took your card already? Yeah, you did. On your knees. Kiss my feet.
KDA, should we show them how we do it every day?
Say Goddess Via owns me.
No!
Okay, that's enough. Hand it to me.
Oh.
It's mine. You took your card. No, have more for me Friday, okay? One more. Fine. No, not my sock. Okay, that's enough. Put it back on.
No way, no,
This is the run-of-a-mill woman that you were worshiping. I can't believe somebody spent time raising this nigga. Like this, yo, people spent effort, time, money, resources, care, attention, and this is how you came out, bro. Come on, dog. This is not just embarrassing. This is a tragedy. This is a fucking tragedy.
This shit, bro. He just asked me to take off her shoe to give a better kissing to it. Bro, this nigga is paying $160 to get on his knees and kiss a woman's foot, bro. Why not just go find somebody? I'm kind of confused. Like, what's the build-up? The kink also has to be him being shamed as well. It has to be part of the kink.
If it was, he'd take the shit off. He can be shamed by everybody.
No, he only wants to get shamed by her. You're right, though. You'll definitely get shamed already.
Pick up the Best Buy mask.
Man, this is cringe, bro. This is cringe, bro.
I get why she's doing it, I guess. Free $300 a month. But what the fuck is he doing this shit? Oh my god. But I'm a pretty open-minded nigga, man. I done sat there and listened to a lot of people say a lot of things over the years to me on the podcast. Or just in general, but man, I need this explained to me. Like, what the fuck is the benefit? You look crazy, and you know you look crazy, which is why you got that fucking Best Buy mask on. You were kissing a run-of-the-mill woman's feet?
Bro, I wish I could input more.
It's not even like, it's not even like top tier. Like, if that was Rihanna, I could understand why like 2% of the population might.
Bro, I wish I could input more, bro, but I'm like literally shaking to my core right now. This nigga's crazy, bro. This nigga's on his knees kissing a random mundane mid-white woman's foot right now. Like, that's what he's doing right now.
Hey, man, they got you down bad.
Down horrendous, bro.
Nigga's a Best Buy plug and can't even leverage that. Like, you know that, so you work at Best Buy, you should be making bread, bro.
But this might be his kink, though. I don't want to kink shame him, dog.
Man, shut the fuck up, man. It's not no kink.
That is his kink.
It's not fucking.
But he still gets sexual. It has to be something stimulated about this thing.
I gotta see his dick hard then, because I don't think that's it. I think this is just like a life thing.
I don't think this is.
I think he needs to be degraded like this. And if that's the case, we might as well degrade him. Hey, you are a scum. Like, no funny shit. You are on the dirty ground right now.
I don't think that's
kissing a run-of-the-mill woman's feet. Bro, he needs to be degraded.
I don't think this is it though.
Okay.
He only is degraded by a woman.
No, not my sock.
Oh my god.
Put it back on. Fix it.
I just didn't expect that to happen.
No way.
Okay, good.
What?
Get down. I'm gonna walk over you. Lay down. Okay, goodbye.